To take you back to when I was like 2, some of my earliest memories as a kid, those sort of woolly half memories that you have at that age, were of watching my mother conduct, because she's a conductor. So she would raise her arms or move her body, and it was like casting a spell. You know, suddenly the room would be transformed into this thing that had many arms and legs and was just running around and making these paintings, and it was just crazy. It was like, yeah, it was literally like magic.
Right.
I was obsessed with it. Right. How can you do that? That's insane.
Go like this and something happens.
Yeah, and the thing about it is people would leave the room not just having played the right notes, but they would leave the room just feeling better about themselves and life. They would have been like lit up or lifted up. And I didn't really question it. I just thought, well, this is what music can do. Isn't that cool? And she would have students come over to the house, and they would come in downtrodden, and they would leave the house, and they would be uplifted. You know?
But this is worth double clicking on, right? Which is you're 2 years old,
yeah,
and your introduction to understanding music was not somebody sitting at a piano. It was your mother. You said it was like a magician. Like
exactly.
Your mother raises her hands, and music comes out of her hands.
Yeah. Well, she was playing music through other people.
Yes.
And that
she was like, so you see the hands moving and the music comes out. So this is your introduction to the magic of music.
Exactly.
It's kind of beautiful.
Hugely important. But I never thought I wanted to be a conductor. That sounded super stuffy. You know,
Right.
I got to get my baton out and sort of read the parts and, you know, order people around. No. But then, you know, as sometimes is the case, what your parents do and the way that you see them behave just ends up coming out through you. So it was, I can specifically remember the moment where my audience interactions graduated from kind of the Freddie Mercury call and response type thing to like a 3-part polyphonic organ. And it was in San Francisco at the very end of February 2019. And what had happened is I'd been singing Blackbird, the song by the Beatles, which is a legendary banger. It was one of my favorite means to an end to get the audience to sing, because everyone knows the song. And so I'd got these loops going at the end of the song through the audience, because audiences like to be looped. It's one of the things they enjoy. So I'd got the middle group. I sort of divide audiences into 3, normally into 3, because 3 is a nice number for audiences. So the middle group were going, singing in the dead of night, singing in the dead of night. And on the left they're going, singing in the dead of night. On the right they're going, singing in the dead of night. So it's a lovely like triad. We call it a 3-part chord. And round and round and round it went, and I slowed them down as I like to do. And at the end, they just went, so singing in the dead of night, and they sang like this big F major chord.